Hi, Jims. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Niecy G, and I've been a mindset mentor for 4 years and a master cosmetologist for 18 years. And I'm currently studying to become a nurse practitioner. I'm obsessed with quantum physics, neuroscience, and psychology. And I like to use cognitive behavioral therapy to help you understand what you're doing so you can get out of your own way. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my favorite Bible verses and fear and how you can get through this fear and more so like having a better money mindset and wealth mindset. I feel like, just in my personal opinion, I feel like if you can manifest money, you can manifest anything because money is not a tangible object, it's a frequency. And so I'm going to bring it all home for you. So, Psalms 23 basically says, and I'm going to skip down to Psalms 23, verse 4, where it says, Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, a lot of people misinterpret the Bible. If you're new to my content, I was born and raised Baptist Christian. I'm originally from Georgia and I now reside in California, but I like to read the Bible from a mindset standpoint and talking about quantum physics because I do believe 100% that the Bible is a manuscript on teaching you how to manifest and how to create the life that you desire. And Florence Scovel Shinn, in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, if you haven't read that, it's a wonderful read. I highly advise you to go and read it. I'll insert a picture of that. That way, if you need to screenshot it for later, you can. Um, but she said that fear is man's only enemy. It is faith turned upside down. That part gets me every time. When you are talking about fear, that is just your nervous system and your brain trying to stop you. It's lying to you. Let me give y'all a quick story time. Whenever I was manifesting a large amount of money, I was still recalibrating my nervous system and working through some beliefs that I didn't know that I still had at that time. And I needed to come up with a rather large amount of money. And I was not certain on how I was going to do this. And one day, like, just peace came over me. Here's how. I had, I needed roughly $7,000 at the time, $7,500. And I'm trying to think back, so y'all bear with me. I needed $7,500. And when I woke up one morning, my phone bill had been automatically drafted from my account. And it was $500, 500 plus dollars for my phone bill. Why was it some astronomical ass amount? I don't know. Probably two bills on one child at a time. I don't know. And anyways, they drafted $500 out of my account. And like the old version of me at that time would have freaked the hell out. I'm talking full blown, like, oh my God, I need to try to reverse the payment. What am I going to do? And I'm going to walk you through this in real time. Past me, old version of me, would have felt like that because I'm thinking in a lack mindset. The lack mindset looks like I need $7,500, but 500 just got taken from the 2,000 that I had set aside. So now I only have $1,500 compared to me needing 7,500. Where the hell am I going to get? Like, old me would have just took it and spiraled and went, worried all day, would have tried to, excuse me, get some astronomical amount of clients, would have looked online for business loans, knowing good and goddamn well my credit did not cover for me to get a business or get a loan. And I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous when I go back and I think about it. And so but that would have been my mindset. And so that particular morning, and my cortisol levels were spiking, you guys, like through the roof. Like, I remember that particular morning, I woke up at like 5 a.m. Um, and I couldn't sleep. And I have been waking up at 5 a.m. often. And that's when I was like kind of really understanding nervous system regulation, but not to like a medical standpoint of like cortisol spikes and things like that. And your nervous system feeling like she's not safe in her body. Because remember, your nervous system, when it worries like that, it's deeming things safe, not safe, safe, not safe, safe, not safe. This snake isn't safe. This isn't safe. Don't go over there. Like that is what your nervous system and brain is doing. So my cortisol levels would spike at 5 a.m. It's literally my brain like jolting me awake. So if you're someone that can't get a good night's rest, 9 times out of 10, your cortisol levels are probably high. And so my cortisol had spiked at 5 a.m. Instead of like spiraling with that, I would normally pick up my phone, doom scroll. I just decided to tell myself, you're safe, Niecy. It's okay. You're safe. Everything is okay. Like it's all right. A couple hours later, I woke up, I want to say at maybe like 8 a.m. and saw that the money had been taken out of my account. I looked and for a split millisecond, I'm talking not even like 20 seconds, I was like, "Oh, no, 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 no." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. That's old me trying to keep me fearful. I need to walk through this valley right now. I will not be afraid of this. This money will come back to me tenfold. I don't need to worry. I don't need to be fearful. I don't need to fret. I don't need to spiral. I don't need to do shit, but just be me and decide that I am this new, fruitful, abundant version of myself." I walked myself through this in real time, you guys, talked myself through this in real time. I then went, brushed my teeth, got dressed, started my day. I ended up going into work that day, into the salon, and I had a couple clients, worked. I made the $500 and then some back. I also ended up getting other clients who pre-booked and scheduled their appointments. And so then that was deposits that helped also. Then the next day, I made another $600. And then the next day, I made another $1,000. Like just the money kept coming to me every single day. Here's where some of y'all will trip up though. You'll get past the valley. You'll get to like that day where you make the $500 back. But then you'll say, "Oh my God, that's not enough," because your brain will automatically go, "Well, I could have had an extra 1,000 because I would have had 500 had my phone company not taken it, plus the $600 that I made today, plus." No, 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 no. That's a lack mindset. You have to stop thinking that way. You have to more so think in a way of, I already have, I already am, because there's nothing but the now moment, meaning I'm creating tomorrow right now. I'm revising yesterday right now. I'm making the new version of me for next month right now. If you're someone who wants your dream body, you're not going to quit. You're going to keep going because you know in 2 months' time, you would have seen more progress. I need a coffee sip. 1 second. Mm, you guys, there's nothing like a fresh cup of coffee. Anyways, when you're walking through that valley, you are understanding that we're never taught that fear won't be there. That fear is there. And listen, I've been a mindset mentor for 4 years. I was raised to believe in manifestation and quantum physics and all this stuff. So it's been indoctrined in me since a child. And I still have to walk myself through things in real time because the higher I elevate, the more things I learn about myself. I will get on a one-on-one mentorship call with someone and they'll tell me, "Well, Niecy, I have poor money beliefs and, I don't believe that I can have this and X, Y, and Z." And it doesn't take days, months, and years for you to recalibrate your nervous system. These are things that you can do right now in real time. Okay. If you need further help with that, you guys, I did bring back one-on-one mentorship twice a month for you guys. So it'll be on Sundays. If you want to go and sign up for that, I'll put the photo here. You can go to platinumgang.store for that. But my newest baby is rewiring your prefrontal cortex, which is so important when it comes to consciously creating because your prefrontal cortex is your epicenter. It is the brain's CEO. It's the one that moves in groups. And if you're in our VIP group, you got a complimentary copy of that. I did realize that I sent you guys a typo version of that. So if you're in my VIP group, I apologize. Nonetheless, it's still solid information. And that will be available at platinumgang.store as well. And I talk about nervous system regulation in the wealth code also. But when you're rewiring your prefrontal cortex, you're teaching your brain it's safe for me to walk through this valley. It is okay because on the other side is that person that I know that I am destined to be. If you have come across this video, it is not by mistake. And I used to be so sketchy of shit like that when I would hear it on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. I would be like, whatever. They had to tell us that it's not a mistake. There's no such thing as coincidences, just like my TikTok video about the Diet Coke and the lime Diet Coke. And that was wild. The small manifestations always kind of spooked me a little bit, but manifesting like $7,000 is like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. So, like the opposite. But when you treat money like a person or an energy or a frequency versus a tangible object, it hits different. You guys, and I know some people that are in my one-on-one mentorship, they struggle with like their businesses or whatever in the beginning. A lot of people have left my VIP group and moved on because now they got the hang of it. And the group is fun. And I love the people that stay because I mean, I love it, but I do understand that people grow, change, move and evolve and move on. And they have created wonderful, amazing, successful brands and businesses because you just choose to embody that version of you that is that successful version of you. And that's it. That's literally you guys, manifestation is so easy. It's stupid. Like it really is because all you're doing is just selecting and deselecting and selecting. And I don't subscribe to that. And I subscribe to this and I don't subscribe. It's just like when you're going on Instagram and you're unfollowing people and following people. You selected these damn people to follow, but then you might unfollow people that you no longer resonate with or you don't like their content anymore. Okay. It's just like I used to follow a bunch of meme pages and now I'm just like, I don't really resonate with these pages anymore. So I'm going to unfollow them. There's a lot of manifestation content that I don't resonate with anymore. So I unsubscribe to those. When you're choosing your new identity, you're just choosing who you say that you are. And if you are speaking the version of you that you say that you are with conviction, if I have $7,500 or I'm manifesting $30,000 days, I'm not going to walk or not go through that valley. I'm not going to not go. Fear tends to like stop us in our tracks because we think fear means to stop. And then we confuse that with our intuition. No, my love, there's no such thing as fear. It really is no such thing as fear. There's no such thing as time. Time is not linear like we think it is. It's all very fluid. Everything in life is just fluid, literally. So if you can think of it being more fluid, you even take this background, for example. This background is not what is really behind me. It's what your brain sees is behind me. But behind me is just a white wall at my desk with bouquets of flowers that my man bought me that I've dried out. I'm going to put them in a shadow box. Um, but that's what that is. And so you see what I want you to see. Your brain is seeing what it wants you to see. You have to think of everything as a veil, as a drape. It's covering up what's really there. But if you can walk through it, if you can just come through the valley of the shadow of death, I promise you what you desire is on the other side of that. Being fearful does not mean to stop. Being fearful just means to pause for a moment, recognize where you are. Okay. I'm now the new version of me. This $500 got drafted from my account. I'm going to assign a positive meaning to this. I'm so happy and grateful that I had the $500 for them to draft because now I don't have to make a stupid payment arrangement like I used to. Now I don't have to worry like I used to. My phone bill is paid, it's taken care of. Okay. I can correspond with my friends. I can make hair appointments. I can do X, Y, and Z. And so that's important for you guys to recognize that I'm so grateful that I have the money because if I didn't have the money, the bill wouldn't be paid and then I would have more stuff to worry about. Some people might say, well, Niecy, that's easy for you to say. It's not. At the time, it was not very easy for me to say. But I do not believe that manifestation takes weeks and days and months and years. I also used to mentor people 3 days a week. And now I'm like, you don't need that. So now I have my OGs that I see on Sundays. And then I have, the new people that come in for like those single sessions. And I see them like here or there whenever they want to schedule. And it's because you don't need all of that. It doesn't take years and months and days and weeks. And it doesn't take all that. It doesn't. And that's why I'm so gun ho on rewiring your prefrontal cortex. If you can just get to nervous system regulation and rewiring your prefrontal cortex and understanding your body and how it's responding to certain things, like to truly know thyself, that is where you can pivot and change. When I'm getting angry, like to the point to where like, listen, I'm not proud of this, but back in the day, I used to like fight. Like you could look at me wrong and I would just clock you. Like I was just that girl that just, you didn't want to fight me for real. And I would feel my ears getting hot, like right before I knew I was about to like take off. And mind you, I'm a Capricorn, so I would thoroughly think it through. This is going to happen. This is going to move out of the way. I'm going to do this. Like I was very calculated, very. So if I hit you, I thought about it long and hard. Okay. And I would feel my ears getting hot. Like literally the top of my ears would like start burning. And I knew then that was my body's signal, my nervous system signaling, oh my God, I'm about to, sorry, I thought my mic was off. That was my body signaling, like, oh my God, I'm this angry. I'm about to fly off the handle. Now my body doesn't even get to that point to where my ears get hot because I'm regulated so much. My dad always taught me too that he who angers you controls you. So I never wanted to give anyone that much power or control over me. So I opted out of that. I'm like, I don't really want to respond like that anymore. That does no service to me. I'm someone's mom. I don't want to go to jail. So let me relax. Right. So instead, I walk away. Instead, I choose breath work. Instead, I choose peace because my peace of mind means more to me than being right. It just does. I don't need to prove a point to anyone or anything or anybody. So I just don't. That's up for them to decipher, right? I'm the one that's assigning the meanings to this, and that, safe, not safe, da da da. But once you recognize that there is no ego, whew, there is no ego. If you can just let these thoughts pass through you, go through the valley, everything that you desire is on the other side. That is so powerful. Like I gave myself chills. Honestly, truly. There is no ego. There is no fear. There is no nothing. All there is me. It's just I am. And even me isn't me. It's not. You have to think outside of that. Expand your awareness. When you can become aware of what your body is doing, it's almost like you are, it's not almost, it is like you are the AI, the consciousness within the device. How you might talk to Chat GPT in your phone, right? Like the iOS system on your phone or your iMac or whatever. You're not that operating system in that tangible thing, right? Like there's an operating system inside of the computer I edit this video on, and then there is the actual device. You're not the actual device. It's just a vessel. And your thoughts are not your own. They come from the quantum because everything exists in the here and now. Any possibility that you could have is there. Murphy's Law. So I want you guys to just be more mindful of that and stop being afraid. Get through that fear. Just try it. Listen, what do you really have to lose? Because the way that you're doing it isn't working. So you might as well try something different. And some people will be like, well, Niecy, I try it, but then after a week, I don't get any results. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, no, beloved, you're not trying because then you wouldn't be focused on the days and how long it's taking you to get results. It doesn't take that long. If it's taking you a long time, you're off. You're still being consumed by your ego. drop the ego. If you need further help with this, you can go to platinumgang.store and sign up for a 1 hour mentorship call with me. And I also still have the platinum plans. You guys have been getting those like hotcakes, and I really appreciate it. I love helping you all. The 90-day plans are amazing. And then there are the 60-day plans. So I'll put those there for you to see. That way you guys know what to click on when you go over to the site. If you have any questions or comments or any topics that you want me to cover, please comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.